What up, what up? Metro Drive. Yo, it is like 90 degrees, and for a Midwest boy like me, that's pretty hot. But I'm stoked. I'll take it over the cold weather. Today I want to talk to you guys about, I just had this chance, it was kind of cool. We got the summer camp going. I've got two amazing directors handling that for us. Ridiculously staffed when I left. I think there was like a 5-to-1 coach-kid ratio, so that's, we got that going on. And so I actually had a chance to, for the first time in a little bit, go to the park with my daughter. And so I was just thinking about how, everybody who's known me, okay, literally, if you go back as far as my first real big boy job in the jewelry industry, gold refining industry, man, this is shaking. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. Jewelry industry, gold refining industry, everybody knew my goal is one day I want to open up my own gym. And then followed that into the construction industry, and I was like, one day I want to open up my own gym. And then when I finally did, this is the kicker, right? When I finally did it, I partnered up with Coach Muhammad. They're like, oh, that's cool, man. They're like, that's cool, man. I wish you the best of luck. And then, or a lot of people would be like, yeah, that's cool. One day I want to do this too. And the main difference is that literally this goal went back to, Amanda's watching this right now. Amanda, just answer this, just comment for me, true or false. When we were married, my goal was to open up a gym. True or false? Okay, and that was in 2009. So I'll have been happily married for 11 years in August 1st. And so why is it that people, when they see someone chase their dreams, they're happy for them, they're proud for them, they think it's great. And I think a lot of people, by and large, they accept they accept, they're like, yeah, that's cool. They like the American dream, but they don't like it for themselves. They like the American dream, but they don't like to go chase it themselves. And then I even get some people that a couple years back, they're like, oh, you actually opened up your own gym. And I was like, my man, this is all I've ever talked about. There was no false pretenses. There was no, I want to do anything else. When I was going to the trade shows in the jewelry industry, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this until I can open up my gym. When I was doing commercial construction stuff, I'm doing this until I can. That goal never changed. Now the really kind of strange part, not strange part, but there was just certain time frames that I couldn't rush it, because as a blue belt, my goal as a blue belt, I still want to open up my own gym. Probably not the best move in 2020 to open up your own gym as a blue belt. It could be done. I'm not saying it can't be done, okay? But I'm just saying you kind of got to get some rank a little bit, just kind of in the Jiu-Jitsu industry for a little bit of credibility. So we opened up as brown belts, Coach Muhammad and I. And then Coach Danny Alvarez surprised me with my black belt on the same day as Mo. So that was sweet. But the moral of the story, guys, is why are you surprised when somebody stays focused on their dream or on their task? Or why are we surprised at that? That should be the norm. It should not be the minority. But it is the minority. And because a lot of in 10 years, I've seen a lot of people go. I was just having a talk with my boy Steve Phibbs, and we were just talking about we've seen a lot of people go and fall out in 10 years of training jiu-jitsu. And so a lot of people, life happens, right? In 10 years, you will have graduated high school. I was fresh out of high school when I started. I skipped college, but you will have graduated college. You will have likely gotten married if you're like me and like marriage. Likely bought a house. Likely changed a career at least once. Average American, I think, changes careers 3 times. And so all of that would have happened. And so life gets in the way. And so if that is what, all that's going to get in the way, and that should not come as a surprise to you. It's people are surprised when these things happen. If you're going to plan out a 10 or 20 year goal, you should plan out all of the kind of hurdles that are going to be in the way. So for instance, if I'm planning out a roadmap from here to California, I know that there's some rocky mountains in between there. Right? Yeah. Yeah, right. The Appalachians are in Tennessee. Yeah, Rocky Mountains in between there. I know there's some long strips of like nothing in between there. And then I know, of course, when we do get to the West Coast, there's the coastline. So that should be the norm. So if you guys are thinking about, I tell this all the time, it's becoming cliche. If you're like, if you're thinking about it, you should go for it. Okay, you should go for it. Now I transitioned out of my construction job a little bit. I didn't do the Steve Harvey parachute thing completely, but I did work 18-hour days with very little sleep, working 2 quite full-time jobs. So that's what we're into, guys. And that shouldn't be surprising, and I hope that reaches somebody who can use it. I am Coach David with Metro Jiu-Jitsu. As always, I do hope to see you guys on the mats.